So, I've been seeing this more and more lately, and I've got to say, I think a lot of us are feeling it. The sense that everything we've built our lives around, money, food, the whole system, it's all starting to feel fake, like we're finally waking up to something. And I think these folks really capture what I mean.
I literally feel like we're all somehow trapped into a scam. Like, I look around me and nothing feels real to me anymore. Money's fake, food's fake, society feels fake. Like, it honestly just kind of feels like none of this even matters at the end of the day. Like, you're telling me that I have to live another 50 years, living this mundane-ass life, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result from the week before, living with all of this unnecessary stress and all of this unnecessary pressure, and I'm just supposed to be, like, chill and okay with it. It's unsustainable to me, and I feel like there has to be some way to escape it. It literally feels like we've all been lied to ever since we were small, and some people are just way too brainwashed to, see through all of the programming. It's like if you mention it to somebody and you tell them, like, hey, there's so much more to life than, working and paying bills, they literally look at you like you have 4 fucking heads. I don't know, call me crazy, call me whatever, but I literally have thoughts sometimes that none of this is even real, and that none of this even matters, and that life is short, it goes by fast, we should be making the most of it.
Society is a fucking scam. So you wake up early in the morning to go to work to pay for a house that you're never at. And you pay for a car that primarily gets you from and to work, correct? The government takes anywhere from, let's say 30 to 50% of your wages. And then there's things like VAT, which is basically your money getting taxed that was already taxed. You save up your whole life for a pension, which at the end of the day, the government takes 40 to 50% of that. Then in your elder years, you're living off canned soup and fucking bread because that's all you can afford. And then you get your state pension, which you can't get until you're like 180 years old. And even with that, if you die before you get it, you can't even pass it down to your kids. The government takes it. We are all getting scammed so fucking bad. It's almost comical. People don't see this shit. How can you work 40 or 50 hours a week, especially nowadays, to pay for fucking nothing? So figure 200 hours a month, you give your life to a corporation. And then halfway through the month, you're struggling to get to payday. Sounds pretty fucking familiar, doesn't it? We're giving our lives away for nothing. It is a scam. We're losing more by going to work than staying our asses home. All a big scam. It's called the American Dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I've had breakdowns, not just mental.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom to you fellow laborers out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity, especially during these times. Shalom to the few Akwaf that believe as well. A hearty shalom to you other laborers and believers that are scattered throughout the face of the earth, even if you're among the heathen, and even like the heathen who are speckled Israelites to the household of faith, which is the elect. I want to say shalom to you. So much going on with these people's minds that they don't know which, what to think, which way to turn to, seeing that, they have perplexity, or uncertainty in their mind as well. And this is exactly what the scriptures speak about, Egypt, which is America. Remember that America is spiritually Egypt. Bear with me 1 second. Shalaki. Yeah, the scripture's called America spiritually Egypt. And what's going on is that just like the spirit of Egypt fell during the old Egyptian captivity, and the people were basically experiencing those plagues that the Lord was hitting them with right before he delivered our foreparents from that captivity. Same thing going on right now. Matter of fact, let me read you this. 2 Esdras 15:11, it says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt." And the them is going to bring out of Egypt with a mighty hand and stretched out arm as Israelites. And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Because that's what the Lord is preparing this place for. All right, ultimately to bring that thermonuclear fire, which is going to bring destruction and lay this place flat, the place you call America. Okay, that's the time we're living in. Okay, because why? Her sins have reached into heaven. Okay. And what's going on is that people thought that, America would recover. And if you notice, America has went down more and more by the years. I mean, since I've been a so-called full-grown adult, I've seen America decline pretty much every year. All right. When I learned the truth, I understood why it was declining. So, yeah, man, it's here. All right. This is the book of Isaiah 19:3. It says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof." Right. These people are losing it. You got people deleting themselves because why? They can't deal with everyday life. And you got it where these, these Edomites, they thought that, Nero was going to save them, and revive them, the American spirit. No, he's made it worse. He's doing a good job making this place worse and bringing it more and more down to its knees, man, which is a good thing, for us Israelites that believe, at least. So it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards." Right. People run to these these fucking fake false leaders, spiritual leaders, looking for answers, trying to so-called pray for them. And they're not finding no answers. Why? It's because they don't have the truth. We Israelites that have the truth, we're telling you what's going on. First to our people and then also to the other nations. All right, or the other people that live here. This place is getting ready to be judged, man. So you're not going to see life return, as it was, especially during this last 5 years, almost 6 years, man. Ever since the pandemic happened, I mean, people really seen what chaos could look like, because it almost went into chaos then in 2020. Now you're seeing we're at the end of 2025 and 2026 is, pretty much almost here. And now you're seeing what Sleepy Joe Biden was talking about. All right. Cold winter that's coming. A cold winter. People can't pay their bills. People living paycheck to paycheck. People are getting put out their house. People getting evicted. We just came off a government shutdown. People getting evicted. I mean, literally, people getting evicted. They ain't been getting their paychecks. And the landlords ain't trying to hear that shit. You seen the Jake? Let's go back to it. The Jake Mail, he's so through. He don't know what to do. Watch this.
The American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I've had breakdowns, not just mental, not just emotional, but because I see it clearly now. This is all a really fucked up, out-of-date game. Money isn't even real. Debt, credit scores, rent, mortgages, they are pieces of paper or numbers on a screen. None of it is real. But the consequences, those are real. On us. And this game only exists so a few people can feel powerful. Their entire identity is status. The only way they feel something is when they're dominating other people. And we're all supposed to just play along. Work ourselves in the ground, lose our minds so they can keep this fantasy going. I'm tired of living in a world where survival is a game. Tired of pretending this is normal. Honestly, I don't know what happens after whatever this is. But I know this can't be it.
Guys, I'm about to show...
And hey, but man, he a little, I can't really use the word, but he a little effeminate, man. But you see that he's feeling it, man. And I got 1-6. You have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. And this is for the average so-called American, not just Israelites, man. Now you Edomites are starting to feel it, because Deuteronomy 30:7 says what? That the curses that we, all right, had to fall under because of our disobedience, they're going to be placed on our enemies, man, and them that hate us, you know? So, hey, we're watching, you know, Esau, you know, destroy his own people, which, you know, hey, man, Sirach 14:5 tells you clearly that, hey, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good, right? Let me read it. I kind of like butchered it. I don't want to butcher it. But that's what's going on. Excuse me. That's what's going on, man. You got a guy in office, man. Hey, man, he's fucking, he's doing a great job at destroying this place, man. This is a self-inflicted wound. All right. Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? See? He don't give a shit about his own self. You know? They spraying chemtrails every fucking day. They gotta breathe the shit in. The food fucked up. Water fucked up. You know, people are getting sick at a, you know, astronomical level. You know, as far as the numbers are concerned, people are, you know, dying faster than ever, man. People don't have no food, you know, and this is what it is. This is what it is, man, and this is clearly the end of so-called America, which is Babylon the Great. This is Jeremiah 51. And we'll go right to the point, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. Right, and we know that, you know, a balm is like a healing ointment. So basically, America being, you know, wounded, all right, and if there's anything that can heal her wound, you know, well, what can heal her? The answer is nothing. She can't be healed, man. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Right, no matter what you see, you know, on TV, your own leaders are not bringing this place back to, you know, you know, to hopeful futures, man. You don't have a hopeful future in America. You Israelites, you know, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you can forget about it. You never had a hopeful future in this place to begin with. But now the Edomites, you know, you feeling it, man. That uncertainty is here. When you got the Edomite woman complaining about she can't fucking make it, man, come on now. And you know they already got a head start on us. They got a head start on you tribes. And they feeling it. They can't fucking make it. See, we used to it. You know, we used to it. But they not used to it. And this is life today in America, man. 2 Esdras 15:12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Okay, we're watching Egypt mourn, man. And that mourning will not be turned into joy. Absolutely not. Only people going to receive that joy is the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, the elect Israelites, man. All right, in the rest of the 1/3, man. That's it. We're at the end of this place, man. And there's nothing Nero can do. I don't give a shit if 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 there's what's her name, Kamala Harris, yeah, fucking woman, and she would say, hey, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So there you go, you guys say, oh man, a black woman, through as hell. It don't matter who's in the seat as far as being the leader of Babylon. The Lord purpose is for what? This place to go down. Let me see. Place is finished, man. And you can see it, man. You can see it, man. You can see it. Hey, it's here, man. It's here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Bear with me 1 second. Let me grab this precept. Yeah, maybe. Let me see. Maybe this very chapter I'm looking at. Okay. Let me see. It's not that one, Salakia. It was a precept that came to mind. And let me see. Because this is a beautiful thing, by the way. What we're watching, man. We're watching the fall of a great empire, man. Man, Lord, when was that precept come to me? I'll get it. It was a precept I had in mind. I forget how it's worded, but let's see. This is Jeremiah 28, and starting at verse 7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and the ears of all the people. Right? So all the people, right? All you listen up out there. Verse 8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. And this is what's going on, man. This is what's going on, man. This is a great kingdom. Even though it's a wicked kingdom, this is a great kingdom. This is a great kingdom because why? Babylon the Great, which is, the revival of the Roman Empire, have conquered the whole earth, man. Basically, the hegemony of so-called America is spread throughout the whole earth. But now we're seeing the end of it. Now it's time for the Lord to judge it, man. And this is the reason why it's going out the way it's going out, man. This is all leading to basically decay. We're seeing Babylon the Great in decay, and it's not going to recover, man. It's not going to recover, and that's a good thing because the Lord is going to destroy the rulership of the wicked. The wicked is who? The Edomites. So that's all I have for you. Hey, man, we're here, man. We're here, and and the scriptures say what? That even greater evils, all right, shall grow up on the earth, man. And we're watching greater evils happen, man. The loss of jobs, everything, man. The grinders becoming few because why? They're cutting all the jobs. There's no job markets opening up new jobs. There's no new job hires. A few here and there, but look at the people that's in need of jobs, man. And then, and matter of fact, let me get that, man, before I close. I was going to close, but you know what? Let's get that. And with all this shit going on, guess who's at the forefront of the blame? Esau's blaming Jacob. You know? Ecclesiastes 12 and let me see. I'll start at verse 3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." Right? Keepers of the house, these different corporations. Okay, they're fucking trembling right now because why? Tariffs is on their ass. They can't make a profit with all these fucking tariffs. You know, the material they need is too damn high. Over 1 million people lost their job last month. You know, all these major layoffs, permanent layoffs, basically just firing you. They're cutting the costs, cutting the labor costs. Why? They can't pay them salaries with the profit margin being the way it is. Basically taking just losses after losses. No, that's all it is, man, for most of these companies. So they're shutting down. The larger ones buying out the smaller ones. They're cutting down the workforce, man. So for you Akim and you few Akwaf that believe, those of us that have jobs, man, we're really blessed right now. The Lord is really making sure our welfare is taken care of, man. The Wali Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because the people around us is fucking miserable, man. People are fucking deleting themselves over this. You got government workers. All right. Lining up in food lines. The food banks. You got the long ass lines. Yeah, man. Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the doors of music shall be brought low. Yeah, man, this is it, man. Even the fucking you used to see where all the bars be at, wherever downtown you ride by or whatever area they have a lot of bars and places you go have a good time, whatever. You ride by them, ain't shit going on, man. It's over. And it says let me get that. The mirth of the land is gone. All right. Oh man. Isaiah 24:11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. See? And the wine represents the knowledge and understanding. People want answers, man. They want to know what's going on. You got a lot of people, they realizing that we've been telling the truth the whole time. Hey, the Israelites was right. Well, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua word is right. So we're here, man. And you Israelites, you know a prophet that been among you. You seen us out prophesying about these very things you're seeing. But anyways, with that, man, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next.